Hello, fellow Christmas lovers and enthusiasts. You are listening to Closer to Christmas. Today is January 17th, and that means there are 342 days left until Christmas. It's also Friday, so that means I'm going to talk about another one of the great podcasts here on the Christmas Podcast Network. The podcast I'm going to be talking about this week, I have never listened to an episode of this podcast and not felt so hungry by the time I was done with it. So I must be talking about the one and only Seasons Eatings podcast. Glenn Warren is a baker by trade and a foodie extraordinaire, and he hosts a Christmas podcast that is all about food. He gives us not only the history behind the foods of the season, but also great ideas for recipes and sources. So if you want to learn all about the history behind your favorite Christmas foods, make sure you're listening to Seasons Eatings podcast. I'll put a link to the show on the episode description and also over on Instagram and Twitter. So remember, the next time you hear my voice on this podcast, well, I'll be a little bit closer to Christmas. Thanks for listening.